Welcome to the Seven Figure Salon podcast. I'm your host, Helena Gibson, founder of Strut Hair Solutions and creator of the Seven Figure Salon Academy. If this is your first time to our show, welcome. We are your one-stop shop for inspiration and tips on helping you build a strong foundation for your beauty business. With me today for episode number 24 is Miss Kayla Gokin, our store manager of the Salon Beach location. Welcome again, Miss Kayla.
Hello, thank you.
Yeah, well, okay, let's try this again on take two. That first one was terrible. I think I
We're on
drank
the
too much
same
coffee.
page now.
Yeah, it was all the coffee. I think I was just like bam, bam, bam. So I'll be sure and slow myself down and not get so excited.
It's exciting stuff. It's hard to do that.
Well, it is, because this episode we're on pricing. And I wanted to start with that 8 out of 10 salons right now are failing. That is as of September of 2020. I was doing the research on that last night. And that's just scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. And so one of the things I wanted to do to help with that is I think pricing mistakes are super huge, and that a lot of salon owners don't take the time and don't actually have a strategy for their pricing. I think they wing where their service pricing comes from and for their retail. And so I just wanted to share 3 things that we use as we have our store meetings and we talk about the consultation pricing or what we're charging for color and service, like what you did last night with that wig. And they need to know that. So we're going to share 3. Even though we have more, but I just wanted to kind of touch on, where that comes from, because if your pricing is too high, you'll drive customers away. If it's too low, you're not making enough to pay your bills. So there really is a dance in this.
Or creating value for your salon.
Exactly. So my first tip is going to be on price skimming. And what I mean by that is you're charging a relatively high price for a new item or service. And my example for that is keratin treatments. That came out like 10 or 12 years ago. I actually specifically remember when Brazilian Blowout came out because it changed my life, because I have like nasty, frizzy, gross hair. And I think I was paying like $350 for the length of my hair, maybe even like $400. I mean, it was a lot. And by the time you tipped them, but it was so worth it because it was brand new and my hair looked amazing for like 3 months. And that is price skimming. You're kind of skimming off the clients that are willing to buy something new. And so like right now we have hand tied extensions. They are like the newest, hottest thing, which actually in essence, they've been around for like 20 years in the ethnic market. They've been doing hand tied extensions.
Yeah.
But we're charging like $1,800, $1,100 to $1,800, but eventually it will go back down again. Right. So that's kind of one of the strategies, is finding something new, whether it be a product or a service, that you can kind of ride that wave where nobody else has it, because there's always going to be clients that want the newest, greatest, best thing, and that are willing to pay for it.
Sure. Right.
Okay. So that's one. The second thing is image pricing, which would be kind of like, or also known as prestige pricing. Robert Croman's salon right by your house.
Yeah.
Okay. If somebody goes there, he is a celebrity stylist. So he can actually charge like $900 for a haircut, where the salon 4 doors down, even though it's not a super cut, can only get like $70 for their haircut. In my opinion, this is one of the only places in pricing where it's actually by opinion. It's not based on actual costs.
True.
Did you guys have a salon like
the brand
that?
Name?
Right. Like in Chicago, in Bloomington, did you guys have like a celebrity where they could charge way more than your salon?
Well, I feel like even the beauty schools, like everyone wanted to go to Paul Mitchell.
Right.
Cosmetology school, right?
Yeah.
Because of the name of it all, but I
I
didn't go there. Shout out Orline School of Cosmetology. It was a pivot point school and it was amazing. I didn't need the brand name. I wanted the education. But yeah, I get it at the same time. you know.
We had Paul Mitchell in Fresno, and I didn't go there because they had a very low pass rate. I went to a school I called Ghetto Fabulous. It was Manchester Beauty College, which is no longer in existence. However, in our Ghetto Fabulousness, we had the highest passing rate for state board. And so when I was shopping, that's what I looked for, was who was passing.
Yeah.
So now I came out and I couldn't do hair, but I could pass state board.
You know what? I could do hair, but I didn't. Well, like a lot of people say, like I didn't learn business.
Right. Right. Well, we're changing that. So the Salon MBA is going to change that. Third thing, last thing.
Should have said I didn't learn business till I met you.
Oh, well, you're an excellent business.
Now I got it.
Yeah. Well, you're my best prodigy. Yeah, you've learned well, young one, as Yoda would say. Okay, number 3, lose the battle, but not the war. And we have talked about this extensively. And what I mean by that is the battle with Target, Walmart, and Marshalls. It's huge. They buy in bulk, they get huge discounts, and really a small, 1 to 5 salons, we cannot compete with that. We just cannot buy that volume. There's no way. So why even get into it? What I would recommend and what we do at Strut in our stores is we look for products that are new, kind of like the price skimming. And then also we look for things that are not there. And once they hit Walmart or Target and I see it in there, we pull it. And one of the biggest examples of that would be Living Proof. Kayla, you sold the shit out of that dry texture spray, right? I mean, everybody that came in walked out with it. And the minute I saw it in Marshall's, what did I do? We pulled it, right? I mean, we don't sell it.
Yep.
No, she's gone. And you loved it, and you were
kind
of
fighting. Products.
Well, now we have our own products. That kept me busy during COVID. That's a whole other something. Yeah, is having your own products, because now we have a premium, amazing product. Just look at our hair, how smooth and beautiful our hair is. That our products do, but and now you can't find those somewhere else. So when a client comes in and we show them what we're using on them, which of course we all do that, right? As you know, when you're washing somebody at the bowl or you're washing their hair, you're definitely telling them and taking to the counter what you used. They can't go get it somewhere else. And that separates us. So that would be my last thing, is just be careful with Walmart and Target. And I had a call with John Hefner, which I was so honored and just beyond grateful to have, who was the former CEO of Drybar. And one of the things we discussed with products was how they finally had their blow dryers and stuff like in Marshall's, their Buttercup blow dryer. The reason is you finally have to go into mass distribution. Once you're distributing through your channel and you maximize that, the only way to hit that next level of growth is in these discount retailers. But that's after you did the premium pricing, as I gave in tip number 1, right? They in their category, they felt like that was the best blow dryer. So they were able to get a premium price. And then after they went through all of their clients of Drybar, then they finally went into the mass market, and now you can find it in Marshall's. And thank you again, John, for all those amazing price strategies. You're so awesome. That was so cool. So I guess I want to leave you guys with, pricing is so important when you're trying to build your salon and keep it profitable, especially now. If you charge too much and you're not keeping up with the competitors in your market, you're going to lose clients and therefore profit. If you charge too little, you're not going to be able to pay your bills and keep an A+ team. And then your stylists are going to get frustrated because they're not getting paid what they're worth. So it's really a dance, and you really have to put in the time. And I mean, what we do at Strat is we do it, probably every 3rd or 4th team meeting. I bring up something about pricing that I want to charge more, or you guys will say, hey, Helena, I think that's too much. Or, we have a definite dialogue as a team. Would you agree with that? And pretty often. Yeah.
Yes, we have to.
You have to. So my tip for everybody would be to definitely do that this week. talk with your team, go over your menus of services, see what the competitors are charging now, because a lot of people have raised their prices, as we're all still, at least here in California, we're still at 25% capacity. Every other station we have blocked. So if you would like to chat with us, I would like to give an offer. We are doing free 30-minute discovery calls. All you have to do is go to our website, the sevenfiguresalon.com. There's a button to schedule a call, and you can talk with myself or Kayla, and we can go over your business goals and see how we can help you. And then if you got value out of this episode and you were able to get some notes, if I didn't talk too fast this time, on this go around, please rate us and subscribe and leave us a review. That really will help us get the word out to help all of these salon owners, because 8 and 10 struggling is just not okay with me. I mean, we've got to turn that around. We are the foundation of American businesses, and that just won't work. So, all right, guys, well, we will see you next week. And I think we should probably do a part 2 on this, Kayla, as well.
Yeah.
On what were you saying?
Dive deeper.
Yeah,
especially into services and pricing for services and charging for your worth, your time, your education. I love that saying about, oh, well, it only took 20 minutes for you to do that haircut. Okay, but what about all the education it took up to that point so that you can do a haircut in 20 minutes? So I think it definitely needs a part 2. We'll be back with this.
We'll be back with it. All right, guys, we'll see you next week.